Okay. Welcome back, everybody, viewers out there in YouTube land. In the heart of winter here in northern Alberta, it is cold outside, but it is still warm enough inside for us to roll dice and paint soldiers and keep forging on. So, in light of that, this video is another representation of the series I'm doing about introducing you folks to the members of the ETC fantasy team that is going to be appearing in Zagreb next summer for the World Championships there over there. So one of my members is here, and he will tell you all about himself. Go.
All right. Well, hello everyone. I'm Mike. I have joined the team, of course, first time ever going and doing anything related to ETC. I've been playing or dice rolling for years and years and years. Before the whole ninth age thing, I was big into 8th edition fantasy, and I loved it, and I was kind of involved in it in its heyday. Yeah, we had tons of tournaments in Alberta, and everything was good. And then disaster struck. I'm sure, like how everyone else feels, and I was glad when ninth age kind of started progressing. So I played Empire mainly in 8th edition, and now I have probably 8 armies fully painted. I'm kind of like a army jumper. I'll switch around, but Empire's always been my thing, and I was really excited to get the new book out. So yeah, excited to play that. Sorry.
Now, have you been playing pretty actively? We talked to Ryan in another video about the league that he runs in Calgary. You've been involved in that?
I have, and good on Ryan for starting that up, because there was a little bit of a lull when they announced 2.0, because people were not wanting to, invest a lot of their time into building lists and creating armies for a 1.3 version of book. So we kind of had a lull there for a little while, and then once he started that league up, people got into it again and weren't just sitting around waiting for 2.0. And then now that 2.0 is out here, people are getting back into it again, which is good to see. Yeah, so I've had one game in with Ryan, actually, of 2.0, and got a couple lined up here. As soon as I'm done work for the week, dive back into it. But I've been actively reading forums and the books on my spare time. I got all the PDFs on my phone wherever I go. Whatever line I'm standing in, I'm looking up some kind of PDF or building a list of some sort. Sure, we all do that.
See, people, it's eager guys like that we love to have on the ETC team, because they're just sponges for knowledge. And then Mike's going to share his wisdom with the rest of us as we get closer and closer to the event. Now, if you had your druthers then out of the team dynamic, which army would you be playing?
Which army would I be playing? I would want to go with Empire, I think, because I think it suits my play style a lot. It's not a one-trick pony. It's kind of, I can deal with almost anything. It's a jack of all trades, not just stuck to one way of doing things. And I'm really excited. So far, unless they change anything, the Empire infantry supporting each other list. So I'm excited for that, because it gives you, it's a force multiplier, basically. Like they're let's face it, Empire infantry are no good, but as soon as you get them next to other things that help, then all of a sudden they're Chaos Warriors.
Yeah, that's right. You stack on those buffs, and suddenly that spearman pokes you a lot harder than you thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Him and his 30 buddies who cost, a third of your whole unit. Don't realize it.
Right. Yeah. Now, you mentioned earlier that you've done a bunch of Warhammer tournaments in Alberta. Have you traveled far and wide for tournaments, though, beyond Alberta's borders?
I have not traveled for tournaments beyond Alberta. I have played with other clubs just in passing in BC. In Vancouver, I played and met up with some people there and played. This was back in 8th edition Warhammer. And I was in Kelowna for a while, so played with some people there. So, yeah, but no tournaments outside Alberta.
Yeah. Okay. But a little bit of exposure to other play styles and groups, at the very least.
Absolutely. Yeah, different metas.
Yeah, that's something we're all going to have to build upon for our travels, of course. Because we plan folks from Italy and Poland and France and wherever. They all have different interpretations of what works and doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thinking far ahead to going to Croatia to play in August, off the tables. So outside of the days that we're going to be doing Warhammering, what are you hoping to gain from such an experience?
Oh, well, hopefully a little bit of sunshine and pick up a little bit of the culture, local culture. But outside of like gaming tables, I'm sure we'll meet some fantastic people over there who are involved in the the gaming community. Like outside of the table, kind of picking their brain, talking to these people who are involved in the whole ninth age thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think there's lots of opportunities there to really expand upon our little gaming circle that feels often very samey.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I don't know if everyone in Canada will know that not very many people here population-wise, but we're such a big landmass that kind of stuck to our Calgary Edmonton corridor. A few people from Saskatchewan come over, which is great, and then travel beyond that is you might as well go to the big tournaments in the U.S. Really closer.
I wanted to touch on is you are not the only Mike in Canada for the ETC, right? So when we compare the mics, and to help our viewers and fans of ETC understand the difference between the two, which of the two mics is most dangerous in a fight?
Oh, definitely the other one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
Why do you say that? You take it easy on some people?
No, I just don't want to take anything from Mike, but I think my what I'll be bringing to the ETC, team dynamic will be not so much of the knock 'em out punch kind of lists, or it'll be more of a, all comers kind of list, and then 'cause I think that's what the Army lends itself to, and my play style. I mean, it's certainly available to do that if the opportunity arises, but we don't want to overextend, and more like we don't have a way to deal with something like this list, and maybe throw an all-comer at them and maybe play defensively. Or not.
Okay. All right. And away from the Warhammer battlefields, though, is more likely to end up in a Croatian girl's apartment.
Definitely the other Mike. He's a smooth talker, that one. You met him?
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we'll have to review this tape after next August and see which one is correct. Good. All right. Well, we won't keep each other too long. The other things that I want to make mention of for our viewers is, again, Mike is a Calgary guy, so he's part of the Ninth Age Revolution League. So you can, if you're in and around the Calgary area and you want to look up some Ninth Age stuff, the Facebook group of Ninth Age Revolution League is the place to connect with those guys there. More broadly, if you want to connect with our scene in the province of Alberta as a whole, it's very simply, again, on Facebook, Alberta Ninth Age. If you want to connect with us Team Canada ETC players, there is one that's labeled as Team Canada ETC, also through Facebook. Mike, do you got any other ways of connecting with you or recommendations for players to get involved in Ninth Age?
I think that those Facebook groups you said are probably the best way. I mean, I am on the Ninth Age forum as well, but more active on our Facebook group, definitely. And then we're always looking for new people, and people are always looking for games, and everyone works all kinds of schedules. So pretty much any day of the week in Calgary, if you're really looking for a game, somebody will pick it up. Sure.
Good. Well, I think we'll sign off there. Anything in general you wanna add to this, though, Mike, for the viewers that are watching?
No, I guess one of the questions you had earlier was, sorry.
So, for instance, if they have questions for you as a player that they want to ask,
how would they get in contact to answer?
Yeah, like I was going to recommend they can certainly put comments into this video down below, and if you don't see it, I can pass it on to you.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I'll monitor this for the next couple of days, and I'd be happy to answer questions, whatever I can. I mean, of course. And I guess even if people are looking for games, they can message you through here too, because I'm always game hungry and I never seem to get enough. So that, and I guess another thing you mentioned too was the expectations for us in ETC, or like what I think. And I'm you know what, I'm for a first time showing, I do think we have a fairly talented group of people here, and we're not new to tournaments or new to maybe a captain style tournament. So I think we'll do. I think we're the dark horse to watch. Maybe we are going to surprise some people. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to nail you down to a finish placing? Do you want to commit to that? Let's say there's 32, because I think last year in Salamanca there was 32 different teams.
Okay.
So where do you think Team Canada places in that field?
I'm going to say Canada is going to place top 8 for the first year showing.
Hoo-wee.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. We're relying heavily on you then. Okay, well, there you have it, viewers. Tune in back again after August to find out if, in fact, Team Canada placed 8th or higher, as Mike boldly predicts.
Yeah, make it happen.
But for now, we shall sign off and speak to you again soon. Okay,
thanks, Kieran.